Good day to you, fellow human beings. So it is Saturday, one of the 2 days away from my indentured servitude. And I got stuff on my mind like I always do. Primary focus this year is my health. Obviously, I'm not getting any younger. I've put things like fishing pretty much on the back burner. Even though I still do it when I have the chance, it's usually in line with when I'm going for a walk so I can be near the parks. Dietary, I'm still trying to improve. There's things that I need to improve on, but I'm doing pretty good. All my numbers except for my A1C are right in range, so I've done pretty good. I've dropped well over 160 pounds. I got about 30 more to go, but I've got to really step it up. So I have to make sacrifices in that. I'm not going to be spending a lot of time with many people at all. I'm focusing on myself. I have to. I've spent so much time worrying about other people's needs and wants and anything else that I've put myself substantially on the back burner for a long time. So, as much as I love a fair amount of you, you're not going to see me a whole lot. I've got to do shit for myself. I've got to get my teeth fixed still, which I'm waiting until after tax season, which is for me in halfway through next month. So once that's done, I'm getting into the dentist, and for lack of whatever it costs, getting it done. I've got to get it fucking done. I've ignored myself in that area when I shouldn't have, and some of that stems from one of the dentists I had in the past who really gave me legitimate PTSD to dentists. He was a complete fucking prick, and he really scarred me mentally for dentists. I have no trust in them, and I've got to gain it again, and because of a coworker friend, there's somebody I know that I can go to that I can rely upon for that. So that'll be handled. Strength training, my core is something I need to work on. My walking's not bad. I still need to improve that. So there's just things that are going on a physical level. I got my eyes checked. I got new script. It was barely any different, but I knew I needed it. I knew my glasses were toast. Cutting out more processed stuff out of my diet, that's a big one. Getting rid of the alcohol is one that I really want to get done and out of my life by the end of the year. But it's an easier said than done thing. It is one of the last vices I have. The other one that I will not get rid of is caffeine. I like coffee. I'm not getting rid of it. I've sacrificed a lot of shit already in my life to get to where I am physically. Been maintaining with a good chiropractor. In fact, he's actually number one in the state. And, prices have increased exponentially all around the board. But he is very good at what he does, and I trust him. So, I went through a very extensive well care plan because I had a very compressed spine. I had not paid attention to it for quite some time. Back to where I kind of need to be, but I need to maintain. So once every 2 weeks, I'm going back just for an adjustment. He gave me exercises to do. One of my friends that I've known for over 30 years has given me exercises in the past as well. I've still got those on paper, so I'll be doing those, and they're actually unilateral with what Dr. Steven has given to me as well. So it all falls in line. I'm a much more focused individual in that way. I'm by no means am I perfect. I never will be. Perfection is an illusion. You can try to be as perfect as you want. You're never really going to attain it. I mean, even the highest Buddha masters and Taoist masters and other gurus know that they're not perfect. They've just attained as much enlightenment as they have been able to find for themselves. I'm still kind of on that kind of journey myself, I will admit. I will not be concentrating in any way, shape, or form on getting a love of my life. There is somebody out there that knows that I burn for her, but that is a journey that I don't know in this lifetime we're going to make. we have goals, and we're still finding ourselves out. So why would I push things? Do I have care and emotion for that person? Absolutely, very much so. But I don't want to be that person that drives somebody away just because of their own desire. I just don't. And I'll keep that level of emotion, but I'll have respect to leave people alone. There are people in this life that I care for very much, but I have to concentrate primarily on myself, period. It's just the way that it is. My diet is pretty damn good, pretty solid. And I'm an old guy, so if I poop once every day, that's phenomenal. If I get 2 or 3 out, oh, it's a badass day for sure. And coffee is a great motivator in the morning. Drinking a lot of water. I'm up to just over a gallon a day on average. Sometimes it's a little bit less. It depends on how focused at work I am. By the end of March, my birth month, I intend to be to at least 5 miles a day of walking. It is a lofty goal, but I can do it. Before I stopped walking completely, I was up to almost 7 miles at longest range. So I know that I can do it. My knees are giving me issues, and walking is a thing that will train muscles to go back to the way that they are, and tendons as well. My knee on my left was giving me a lot of issues for a while. It's feeling better. I have integrated a lot more garlic into my diet. It is a great purifier of the blood. It also has a tendency to drive out infection from the body, which is something that older people need. Drink a fair amount of green tea, which is really good. I drink a fair amount of kombucha, which is real good. So there's things that I have fallen in line, and that's just kind of where I'm at. Primary focus is health. You know, if I see a pond that I regularly frequent and I choose to go there, my first thing before I fish is going to be to take a couple laps around that park. And the one that I typically go to, which is the library, Dobson Library Park, you walk 3 or 4 times around that park, it's a fair distance. So, you know, it's not too bad. There's a place called Lake One, it's Los Altos, is another Dobson Ranch pond. If you walk once around that pond, it's like walking 3 times around the library pond. So there are going to be times where I'm going to walk 2, 3 times around that pond. I've got the appropriate shoes for it. They're ortho-soled and insoled Asics, great balance shoes. They have a kind of a accentuated forward leaned arch that goes up into the toe, which assists in that forward motion, and it aids in walking really good. It's a phenomenal shoe. They were like $150, $160. They were on sale at Big Five for less than 30, I think, if I remember correctly. I paid cash, so I don't have the receipt, but they're phenomenal shoes. You got to tighten them up quite a bit. It can hurt the feet a little bit because they're somewhat roomy for their size, but they plant very well. Supremely light. I had New Balances, but the problem I have with New Balances is their cross trainers are fairly wide, and just because I have something of a wide foot, it's a little bit more than I need, so there's a lot of flop play in the shoe, and I can't use it for a cross trainer for my foot, and the Asics fit very well. So Reebok sizes kind of get skinnied up a little too much for me. Nikes I've never really been able to fit very well. I wear them out and split them apart inside of a couple months, so I just don't worry about that. There was a period of time where I was buying the cheapest shoes I could at Payless and Walmart, and it was just knocking my feet and my knees out of alignment bad. And a chiropractor that I had back at that point in time said, you need to ditch these type of shoes and get quality shoes. And I took it to heart. So I buy as good a quality as I can, and I do as good as I can. I don't like the normal life duty things like doing laundry and all that shit, but I have to do it, so I do it, which is what I'm doing right now after doing some cleaning, the laundry stuff. Life is a journey, folks. Yeah, you know, I'm not content. To kind of put myself out there a little bit, I have historically had a fair amount of depression, but it is a functional depression. I'm never really truly satisfied with myself or happy in life, and I've been that way since I was a kid. Do my best with what I can. I have happy moments. I take heart in caring and happiness in who I know, but I'm just really never emotionally satisfied, and I'm always at unease in life. It doesn't matter how easy I have it, I never really feel at ease. Never have. Even when I was smoking pot every damn day of my life, when in my teens, I didn't have any real relaxation. So yeah, work on that stuff too. More meditation, silent time to myself, commune with nature. Toes in the dirt, grass, so to speak. Um, Talk to Gaia, man. Get back as natural as I can, because in the past I was not. I had a point of fact, when I was going fishing on boats a lot, my routine would be hit QT or Circle K and get 1 to 2 of those 24-ounce monsters, and like a handful, like 4 to 6 of those taquito things that they sell. I think Circle K's are like torpedoes or torquitos or whatever they called, and they're taquitos at QT. And they're delicious, but they're fucking horrible for you. And that is the worst drink you can put in your body. Anything energy drink oriented is so loaded with shit, it will fuck you up. I used to also get a 24-ounce Monster and a 44-ounce fucking soda. It's no small miracle that I don't have diabetes. I don't know how I escaped that shit, because I was damn near 400 pounds for a while. And I ate everything wrong. And really didn't follow a very good diet. I had good quality food, but not a very good diet in either of the times I was married. I will give credit to both of my exes. They were fantastic cooks and kept me well fed. They were very good women to me in a lot of ways, and very tolerant, because I wouldn't have tolerated who I was in either of those time periods. And they did for a substantial amount of time. The first one was 8 years, and the second one was a decade. And I still have love for them. I don't know how I couldn't, because they helped me grow as a man. So, the life, the things that happen in life, they happen for a reason. Perspective changes. And I'm gaining more every day. The only thing I don't gain perspective in life is the willingness to shave. I hate fucking doing it. I know it's kind of a jokey thing to say, but it sucks, man. I get devices periodically, and I don't like any of them. There's one that I'm going to get at some point in time that supposedly makes everything way easier to shave your head and your face. But, they always say that. The one I got the last time at Big Five on sale was a fucking piece of shit waste of money, just sitting underneath my freaking sink doing nothing, because it's just ass. And I got a hand me over, and we call it hand me down because it's actually still fairly new clipper set that I use on my head when it's time. It's still really not all that good either. I'm just, like I said, I'm just never fucking satisfied. But dietary improvement, exercise, self-focus, meditation, these are things that I am going to be very focused on for the very, very conceivable future. So I would ask my friends that like to see me to just, be patient, man, because I got my own shit to fucking handle, and a lot of it. And I'm going to do that. And, doesn't mean that I care about you any less. Know that if I care about you, I do. I have to concentrate on myself right now. I know there's things I need to accomplish on myself, and they will not happen if I pull myself in 1,000 different directions. And I'm autistic, so it's already a chore for me to divide myself once I'm out of work. I am not a multitasker. It's not something I'm natural at. So I just would ask for patience. If I get time to spend with somebody, I'll spend time. But it's not going to be a very often situation. And you're just going to have patience for that, because this is something I've determined that I have to do for myself in order for me to have longevity and more peacefulness in my life. And side note, I'm finally going to be going back to a dispensary. I am registered with one near here, and I am going to partake of nature again. So that should be its own adventure. Yeah. It ought to be interesting because I used to love the green leaf, but I'm trying to take care of my lungs these days. I got the all clear from my pulmonologist. He said my lungs are clean, but my body likes to get sinus infections. So I don't think the leaf avenue is going to be the one that I'm going to take. So I'll see what I can see when I talk to who I talk to. Peace.